And a good Sunday morning, Maritime Women's Basketball Association fans. I'm Dave Tingley, joining you for day 2 of the Moncton Weekend Showcase here of your new favorite basketball league, Atlantic Provinces, and across Canada and maybe around the world, I don't know. But you let me know where you're listening from this morning. I'm at Hoops Tingley on Instagram and on Twitter, and we had an unbelievable day 1, and we are looking forward to a terrific day 2 here as we get going this morning. Another beautiful Moncton day in the Hub City. So today's games, there's going to be 3 of them, just like yesterday. Right now, your first game is going to be the Fredericton Freeze and the Windsor Edge at 1 p.m. After this, it's Port City Fog and Halifax Thunder, and to top it off at 3 p.m., the Moncton Mystics and the Halifax Hornets. So setting you up for this game, fans, and we're looking towards championship weekend now, because now that these games have shaken out on day 1, we're getting a better look at how things might shake out as far as standings wise in the league as we get down to it, because we've only got today's games. Next week there are some regular season games still to come, and then the following weekend, the big championship weekend in Halifax. So the way that the standings work is they break down by New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. The first place team in each province gets a bye to the semifinals, and the second and third place teams play off to reach the semifinals and finals. So that's how it's going to work down in Halifax. And right now we've got the Halifax Thunder with an 8-0 record, Halifax Hornets with a 6-2 record, separated themselves from the rest of the field pretty clearly at this point. Windsor is at 3-4 after their loss yesterday to the Moncton Mystics in an amazing game here. And Windsor is definitely the hard luck team in this league right now. 4 losses by 14 points now, and they've been involved in all the 5 best games in this league this year have been involving Windsor. And so they're a little bit of a tough luck, but nobody wants to play them on championship weekend. Let's be clear about that. Fredericton yesterday also a loser, also with 3-4. And so, but they are still, thanks to the Port City loss yesterday, dropping them to 2-7. They are still in first place on the New Brunswick side, and so this is a big game for them. And Windsor in this game is going to be missing Tiffany Reynolds. That's the highlight if you're a Windsor Edge fan. She's got a bit of a history of concussions, and it's a physical game yesterday. They're going to be careful, take precaution with her. They want her healthy for championship weekend and healthy in life. She's got other stuff going on outside of the basketball association. But best wishes to Tiff, and hope she's feeling top notch for championship weekend. So I'm going to break now, fans, for the best in the biz. Andy Sharp, the announcer here in the Harrison Trimble Gymnasium, to get us going with the anthem and with the intros, and I'll be back to you after that.
Before we get started here, I'd like to say a big thank you to our founding partners, Royale and Medivh, the 2 founding partners of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. We certainly appreciate their support. We're going to have starting lineups in a second, but first I would ask you to rise for the playing of O Canada. for being extra patriotic today. All right, so before we get to our starting lineups here, I just want to get a few fans in the stands here. Who's here cheering for the Windsor Edge? Anyone make the trip from Nova Scotia? Not a couple over there, loyal fans. How about Fredericton Freeze? Anyone make the trip up from Fredericton, cheering for the Freeze? All right, we'll be loud and proud. Congratulate you folks on a great decision to come to this game and get some wonderful basketball here this weekend. Well, let's get to the starting lineups, and we'll start with your visiting Windsor Edge. Starting lineup for the Edge at guard, number 5 from Mount Jensen, Jessica Miller. At guard from Thunder Bay, Ontario, number 10, Carissa Patrick. At forward from Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, number 13, Emily McNeil. At forward from Quito, Ecuador, number 14, Carla Yepes. At forward, number 15 from Halifax, Christina Garrett. There's your Windsor Edge, and here's the starting lineup for the Fredericton Freeze. At guard from Miramichi Valley High School, number 7, Bailey Black. At guard, your UNP MVP, number 11, Katie McAfee. At forward from Leo Heights High School, number 12, Nicole Esslin. At forward from Fredericton High School, number 15, Eva Tungwini. And at forward from Fredericton High School, number 51, Emily McLeod. And the Fredericton Freeze are coached by Leah Bowers.
All right, fans, so we're ready to go there today. So again, Windsor Edge without Tiffany Reynolds, so they're going to have to rely on that stable of long, young wings to pick up the scoring in her stead and support Carissa Cajarine in the backcourt. But they can do it. This is a team that can beat anybody on any given day. Despite that record, they're going to be dangerous. And a screen there by Brent Stalker, the referee, to start the game to get Fredericton into their offense. Windsor in looks like a zone, but Ava Tumwine, boy, that's a pretty move from her. She was good yesterday. She loves playing in this gym. She played well against Moncton in this gym preseason, and she was terrific yesterday. And a rebound for Tumwine, and she's going to push the ball up the floor. He hands off to Essen. Nicole Essen, player of the game yesterday for Fredericton. Terrific. Brought the fans to their feet with a crossover move in the second quarter that has to be seen to be believed. Check it out on the live stream, fans, if you haven't. So Tumwine stepped out of bounds there, and it's back to Windsor. So the starting lineup for the Freeze, it's Bailey Black out there with Katie McAfee, who wasn't with the team yesterday and is today. That'll make a big difference in their backcourt. Nicole Essen, Ava Tumwine, and Emily McLeod. And for these Edge, it's Jessica Miller, Carissa Cajarine, Emily McNeil, Carla Yepes, and Anna von Maltzen. And Nicole Essen left wide open on the wing on the out of bounds. She attacks to close out of Van Maltzen. Had an open three. I think if you got an opening against Van Maltzen, you got to take it. You don't want to put the ball on the floor and attack her if you can help it. Van Maltzen inside, swings it all the way over to McNeil, up to Miller. Miller's going to dance inside, throw up the wild right-hander, rebounded by Tumwine. Tumwine's going to push the pace again. She's going to take it all the way, got herself stuck too far underneath the basket, and that crossover on McNeil and hit the underside. Cajarine, nice kick to the corner. That's up for a three, and that's going to be automatic for Carla Yepes. She was terrific yesterday as well. Early was a little bit silent and that's in the second half. That was the case for a lot of the Windsor Edge players as Moncton made that huge comeback from 21-2 down. McLeod, she's up and misses a jumper. She's got to be better today. She was great late to help bring the Freeze back to within 7. Their loss to the Thunder yesterday, but you got to figure, knowing her, she wants to be more consistent and better today throughout the whole 40 minutes. And look at that, taking one on the numbers. is Bailey Black. Terrific defense from her. McNeil put her head down and then put her shoulder right into the chest of Black. And Black's defense yesterday for Fredericton was top notch. She did her best to slow down the Thunder, but there's only so much you can do. And look at that take from Bailey Black. That's a patented move for her. She loves to go baseline from that side and extend with the right hand and finish. She had a couple of those yesterday. Nice back cut from Kajarine. Van Maltzen saw it right away. Van Maltzen's not going to score a ton of points for you, but she's going to do everything else, including be a menace on this end. A nice 1-2 from Fredericton, but Tumwine just missed that finish on the feed from McLeod. Yepes has numbers. McLeod does a great job stopping that 2-on-1. Oh, air ball, and Van Maltzen had it, but her heels were on the baseline. So 5-4 here early, 7:07 on the clock. McLeod's going to check out. And onto the floor comes Grace Simpson. Simpson played really well yesterday as well. She had a terrific game. Some nice finishes inside. Essen with a step around. That's a tough shot, but she got bailed out. And Yepes, I think, knows it. That was going to be a tough one. You want to make her make that one if you can, but Yepes couldn't help reaching in. And she's going to check out. And Keown's going to come in. Another one of those girls on the wings that Windsor seems to just have so many of. Long, athletic, can guard, can shoot a little bit or a lot, can put the ball on the floor and attack. This is why the 3-4 record astonishes me with Windsor. Well, you watch some of their losses, and they're by a total of 14 points, like we said, but you watch these games, and they're in every game. And they're going to be super dangerous, especially when Reynolds comes back. That Halifax Championship weekend, they're not going to be someone you're going to be, oh good, they're on my schedule. They are a handful. And if their defense is at the level they want it to be that weekend, look out. Screen roll, attempted screen roll there for Van Maltzen. Fredericton did a great job recognizing where that was going to go. Just too many hands to get through. And that ball went out of bounds. Turnover back to Fredericton. 6-5 Fredericton. 6:36 on the clock. And it's running. Robbie Daly was terrific yesterday for Fredericton off the bench. She initiated that. The ball came all the way around to Bailey Black. Missed the three. So again, fans, there's going to be some hesitation there because I'm in a great position here. The broadcast for Aurora Productions, they've done a great job. They got me right on the floor here as Fredericton cleans up that possession with a defensive rebound from Simpson. The vantage point's great, but the fans and the referees and the players sometimes are blocking out specific actions. So if I'm hesitating, it's because I don't know what the heck's going on because somebody's in my way, but that's all right. 99% of the time, we're good. Tumwine up with a long two and makes it. Woo, boy. Ava loves this Moncton gym. Something about it works for her. That was a tough shot. 8-5 Fredericton. Kajarine on a pull-up. I saw that coming. Oh, boy, I thought that was in for sure. Good crash from Windsor. Not able to come up with it. Bailey Black pushes it up to Simpson. Simpson right into McNeil. Good defense. Ball finds its way back around to Arsenault. Misses a three. Rebound in there from Keown. Crandall product. And Malton's going to push. Gets it back out to Jody White, new on the floor for Windsor. McNeil looking for Kajarine backdoor. Nice cut behind her, though. Good recovery from Black to knock it away. Going to try a three there as Katie Daly comes up short. Another rebound by Keown. White now. Going to use the Keown screen. Oh, nicely defended there by Arsenault. Got right over the top and then rips it away from Jody White. Jump ball is going to stay with the edge. Good defense there from Megan Arsenault. We talked yesterday about the strength of the point guard position at these teams, for these teams, and Fredericton's got a couple of them. You got Arsenault there, diminutive, but she's tough. Very tough, especially on the defensive end. McAfee as well. Missed yesterday's game, but is back today. Fredericton pushing the pace. New on the floor. Mackenzie Legier for the freeze. Got that rebound and pushed. Daly now up to other Daly for three. Back rims. Can't chase it down, but well, good hustle there. Sheeran Van Maltzen takes it away. The Dennis Rodman of the edge, as described by your coach, Lonnie States. And you can see why. She is a destroyer of worlds on the defensive end. I said this yesterday too, fans, but there were 2 possessions in a game that they played. I forget the game, but I was watching it. I had to rewound the 2 possessions. In 2 defensive possessions, she had 6 deflections, 2 blocks, and 2 steals on the same 2 defensive possessions. It was astonishing. Fredericton defending this possession real well, forcing the edge of their stuff, but bailed out by a beautiful backdoor cut by Keown and a nice feed from Jody White. Fredericton, the dribble handoff there to Robbie Daly. She's going to try to go to work with McNeil. Right up on her. She's got an open 3 in the corner now, though. Back rims it. Rebound on the other side. Comes back up to Arsenault. Arsenault's going to pop a 3. That's wide left. Rebounded by Cajarine. She's on the attack. Squeezes through. That is gorgeous from Cajarine. A magician with the ball. Squeezing through all the tightest spots. And a beautiful backdoor cut there by Robbie Daly, and Arsenault drops a dime. Exciting stuff early from these 2 teams. 10-9 Fredericton, 3:07 on the clock. Spin move into the lane there from Maltzen all the way out to Sydney Foreign. And she made a couple yesterday. She can shoot the ball. She's another one of those just wings. And look at the position carved out down there from Simpson. And she took a shot from McNeil. McNeil wasn't going to allow those 2 points. She's going to put her on the line and make her earn them. And the physical play this weekend continues. Physical but not dirty. These 6 teams are super competitive. They want wins. These ladies do. And they're out here to compete. Great box out there by Keown. New on the floor is Chelsea Slaughter-Wright. Oh, and up with a long 3 is Cajarine. Foreign, though, collects that rebound. Back to Keown. To McNeil. Handoff now to Cajarine. She's on the bounce with her left. She's going to get all the way and finish and 1. Carissa Cajarine, that 3-point ball is not going for her just yet, but she's got more to her game from that, and she's getting to the rack at will. She finishes that one and pushes the lead up to 14-11 here for the Edge. So just to reset, a floor for the Windsor Edge. You got Cajarine on the line trying to complete the 3-point play. She's got Foreign, McNeil, Chelsea Slaughter-Wright, and Keown. Cajarine now steps out. Back onto the floor comes Jessica Miller. That's the 5 for the Windsor Edge. We'll reset the freeze here in a moment. Daly, fake handoff McLeod. McLeod, Chelsea Slaughter-Wright. Denying out there on the wing. Slaughter-Wright, the ideal third guard in any team's lineup. Can shoot it a little, super tough, plays D, handles the ball well, does everything you want. Chelsea Slaughter-Wright, super impressed with her. Look at Essen attacking. Again, she had a tough shot that she was going to have to finish there, but kind of bailed out a little bit again by Windsor. She made some difficult shots yesterday, including she had a crossover here down in front of us yesterday. If we were in an NBA arena, the crowd would have erupted. And she, left someone crossed up and broken ankles and on the floor, and then drove for a layup and 1. It was one of the plays of the day yesterday in this gym. And Essen Bangs in the second free throw. Slaughter right over there, now guarded by Essen on the switch. Good move. Muscles her way into the key. Looked like she got hit, but it worked out all right for the Edge as Keown was there to clean things up. And Megan Keown's been terrific so far in her minutes on the floor. Into the lane goes Katie McAfee on the miss. Was collected there by McLeod. Wasn't able to get it up. Second chance opportunity now for the Freeze, and McLeod drives, and it's off to Katie McAfee, and she makes a difficult right-handed leaner off the backboard. That was a tough shot. Looked easy for her, though. And Keown's going to try a three now. Foreign again in the corner. That's 2 for her. Beautiful stuff from Foreign. Lovely release from her. McLeod's going to try to get it right back. She's wide right. And Keown again on the boards. That's 4 or 5 for her already in this first quarter. Minute left now. Chelsea Slaughter right. Again looking for contact. Not enough to justify going to the line. Try to take a charge there in the middle of the floor. And that was Cassandra McCormick, new into the game for the Edge. Didn't go their way, but they secured the defensive rebound. Back is Slaughter right. I can't keep up with the action, fans. It's 2 back and forth. This first quarter's flown by. McLeod on the closeout and the block in the corner. Collects and gets the ball out. The physical play continues. McAfee, she's going to push the pace. Saved there by Essen on the bad pass. Slaughter Wright's trying to get the ball up to McCormick, and a great job there by McLeod, making sure that pass was as difficult as possible. Jill Durling now checks into the game for Mackenzie Legier. Whew, I'm tired already from this first quarter of the first game. I don't know how I'm going to get through the day, fans. Katie Daly into the corner to McAfee. Handoff from McLeod. Back rims the three, but it's run down by Daly, and she's not able to get the shot clock at the buzzer. She made it. It was too late, and the Freeze find themselves in a 5-point hole after first quarter. A well-played, fun, exciting first quarter to watch, which is not shocking for this league. It's been a tremendous weekend of basketball, and it continues. So fans, again, we'll reset in case you're late joining us. This game's a big one for the Fredericton Freeze in particular. The Edge, I think, have sort of resigned themselves to the fact they're going to be third on the Nova Scotia side. At 3-4, 6-2, the Hornets sit in front of them, and of course the Thunder are undefeated at 8-0. So they're playing for, let's round our game into form at the right time in championship weekend. And they are, and if they do, they're going to be a dangerous team no matter what, no matter how many games, no matter where they have to come from to lift that trophy in the end in Halifax in 2 weeks. But this is a big one for Fredericton. They stand at 3-4. Port City at 2-7. Moncton at 1-6. Moncton's got a couple of games in hand, and coming off a big win yesterday, they got some momentum going. And the Fog, of course, we're not going to forget about them. So it's a tight battle here on the New Brunswick side, and the Freeze would go a long way to securing the top spot on the bye in the first round if the Freeze are able to come through today and secure a win. So this is a big one for Fredericton. They want this one pretty bad. And Windsor, they're playing without Tiffany Reynolds, but you see, based on that first quarter, they can still score without this third leading scorer in the league. I've been impressed all year by that. We've talked about it already, that stable of long athletic wings that can do damage in a lot of ways for Windsor Edge, including on the defensive end. Then Maltson forcing a tough pass there on the wing. Durling swings it all the way around from McAfee into the corner to Essen, and now Tamwine is going to go to work. And does she ever? Just misses the banker, but Essen in there to clean it up, get themselves a second chance. She's going to try to go to work. Well defended there. And a long three forced up by Katie Daly is wide right, and back come the Edge. Look at that run out. Just can't connect on that second pass. It's out of bounds to Windsor, but they are dangerous in the open floor, are the Edge, but good hustle back. Transition D from the Freeze. And the Edge have to check that ball in, and guess who? Cajarini is going to walk into that three on the out of bounds. She loves shooting that three in motion. If she can step into one off the dribble or off that feed like that, her percentage goes up, and she's already a good shooter with her feet still. Tamwine, she's going to hand off to McAfee. McAfee doesn't find her way through on Cajarine. Tamwine, fake handoff. She spins in the lane. Her bevy moves. It's too late. Good move from Tamwine, but Windsor Edge, that defense forced the turnover, and the Windsor Edge fans love it, making some noise here in the Harrison Trimble Gymnasium. Yepes now using the screen of Van Maltzen. Back to Van Maltzen. Into Yepes at the high post. She's got a bit of a mismatch. She feels like she uses it, doesn't make the turnaround. Rebounded in there by Van Maltzen. Back out to McNeil. She hands off to Yepes. Another screen from Van Maltzen. She slips it, nothing there. Yepes, crossover right. Great defense from Fredericton right back, forcing a tough late shot. On the attack goes Katie Daly, not able to finish. Rebounded in there by Durling. Another opportunity. Banker no good. And another rebound by Essen this time. What effort by both of these teams. Another drive in there from Katie Daly, and this time she earns a trip to, oh, pardon me, that was Katie McAfee, and this time they're going to go to the line. This game is flying by, fans. The action is unbelievable. Not a lot of whistles. Both teams pushing the pace. As the first free throw goes down for Katie McAfee. Fun stuff. Fun stuff again, fans. Hope you're having as much fun as I am. McAfee 2 for 2. The lead down to 6 now. 23-17, 8 minutes clock running. Second quarter. Handoff to Cajarine. That killer crossover left. Back out to Yepes. Yepes trying to go to work. Down there, oh, a tough pass, a tough catch for Cajarine. She corrals it anyway. Puts it up and in. That was a tough catch off that bounce pass from Yepes, but Cajarine made it look easy. Tamwine down in there. She's going to try to go to work again. That was bevy a move. She finds Essen for 3, and that's long, and Van Maltzen squeezes it. Every rebound challenge, though. Bailey Black down there digging in. She forced the tie-up, but it stays with the Edge. So Jessica Miller now. Running the point. No, she's going to get it back to Yepes to bring it up. Yepes, Cajarine all the way over to Miller. Wide open 3. Back rims it. Going to roll out of bounds. Back to Fredericton. Down 8. 25-17 here, second quarter. Coach John Hickey giving Simpson some instructions as she came back up the floor. Hand off to Black from Tamwine. Black all the way to the corner to Essen. Essen's going to go baseline. Pull up. Floater no good. Follows her own shot, but Van Maltzen another rebound. Cleaning up things defensively as always. Yepes looked to fake that 3 at the top. Hand to McNeil. Back to Yepes. Two-man game. Not there. Oh, it does get it inside to Van Maltzen. Looked like that was going to be a steal. Van Maltzen on the hook. Pretty stuff from Van Maltzen. Not a huge scorer, but she's got some skills down there in the post, does Van Maltzen. And the Edge. Is that going to be a... Yep, it's going to be a foul. Eva Tamwine got caught a little chicken wing on the screen there. And it's a 10-point lead now for the Edge. They had a big lead yesterday. And Moncton came back from 21-2 down to nip him at the buzzer late. So they're not going to be comfortable with any leads today. And that looked like a tie-up, but they're going to call a reach-in on Van Maltzen. The Edge aren't happy about it. They're saying same thing down at the other end. We're getting contact when we get our rebound, so they're looking for the call both ways. That's all you can want from the referees, is to call it the same way. So I like that from Yepes. I'm not saying that wasn't a foul. I'm saying call it the same way at our end. And Black gets her own rebound. she gets hit. She's going to go back up, and Yepes doesn't think that she earned one there either. Oh, it's on White. So Yepes may have been correct with her assessment that she stripped it clean. So Black going to the line for 2. Up and good with the first. Lead back down to single digits. Black 2 for 2 at the line. One of many UNB products on the floor for the Fredericton Freeze. McLeod cuts off on the baseline. Good help defense from her. Yepes tried to make a fancy pass to Kejarine for an open 3. It wasn't there. Kejarine was relocating. Arsenault, McLeod, she's going to run the show up top. Does it real well, sets good screens, makes good decisions up there at the high post. Robbie Daly back on the floor. She gets it on the pass from Simpson, out of bounds. Staying with the Freeze. 5:38 left, second quarter, first game of this day 2 of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association Moncton Showcase here in Harrison Trimble Gymnasium. I'm Dave Tingley. McLeod on the turnaround at the buzzer, gets it to go. It's got to feel good for her. She hasn't had her same scoring weekend we expect from McLeod. She was huge in the fourth quarter yesterday to make it a game, though. And she started off strong today. Reach in there from Bailey Black to knock it away. She got a piece of the hand of Yepes, and it's going to be checked in. And Windsor calls timeout. 5:17 left, second quarter. So fans, I'm the man responsible for picking the player of the game at the end of these games, and the player of the game packs. It's no T-shirt or, cheap water bottle. These POG packs are prestigious, and I got to be on point with picking my players of the game. The Mystics have put together a pretty good package. It includes Royale Coffee Thermos, an estate white wine from Magnetic Hill Winery, a Lush bath bomb, 1 month supply of Karen Phytoplankton, a great sponsor of the Mystics, and a water bottle from Skills Canada NB. And while I'm at it, I got to thank our founding sponsors, Royale and Medavie. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. And Dairy Farmers in New Brunswick, I want to thank them. They're sponsor of all the New Brunswick teams in this league too. So without these sponsors, and there's innumerable sponsors that we could thank for each team individually as well. But yeah, we couldn't do it without the sponsors. It's great stuff. So a couple of items I want to mention too. Thanks to Maritime Athletic Profiles for your work in Nova Scotia. Much appreciated by me and all the announcers down there. You guys did a great job in educating me about a lot of these players in advance of this weekend. And being in Moncton and not having a CIS team here, an AUS team, we got an ACAA team in Crandall, but we don't see a lot of these players. I catch some of them on the live streams, but not consistently. I don't see them in person a lot, so it's good. Those live streams that you guys put on down there were tremendous, and great job by the announcers down there, my brethren. So a hold there on Fredericton on the screen roll attempt by Yepes from Kejarine. Kejarine now going to check the ball back in. She's joined by White, Foreign. Oh, and a nice back cut there by White, but cut off by McLeod. Foreign, and it's now down to 7 on the clock. It's Yepes going to step into a 3. Good box out there by McLeod. And it just hit the stanchion above the hoop. So 27-21, Freeze stuck 6. Making a little bit of a mini run here, and McLeod up for a wide open 3, and it's down. Emily McLeod showing up today. She had a big fourth quarter, but was largely silent through the first 3 yesterday. She's showing up right from the opening tap today, doing what she does. Freeze back in a zone. Air ball from the wing, but run down there in the corner by Robbie Daly. On the attack there is Arsenault. Back out to McLeod. McLeod looking to run screen roll or pick and roll up top there with the handoff to Arsenault. It wasn't there, but Daly was. She comes up short on that jumper. It's going to go back to the Windsor Edge. So Windsor Edge on the floor right now. Jody White, Carla Yepes, Emily McNeil, Carissa Cajarine, and Sydney Foran. Those are the 5 on the attack right now against this Fredericton Freeze zone. Looking to maybe get some traps there in the corners if they can get it. No. Sydney White went baseline. Called for a block there. Getting called for a block there. Disbelief on her face. Grace Simpson. She felt she cut off Jody White. Moved her feet and was in front of her. Referee Danny Patterson disagreed. 14 seconds now on the reset. Cajarine is going to put it in. White wide open at the top. She attacks the closeout. Floater, McLeod. Good help defense. Came running out, made that shot difficult. And Freeze now on the attack again. Katie Daly over to her sister Robbie. McLeod swings it all the way over to Katie in the corner. Too high, can't handle that pass. Turnover back to the edge. 3-point game now, 27-24, 3:34 on the clock, second quarter. Slaughter right back into the game, and Van Maltzen back into the game as well. The 5 for the Freeze. You got McAfee, you got Essen. McLeod defending that shot from Van Maltzen. Van Maltzen follows her own shot. She's going to go to the line. Boy, she's a menace on the glass. And Essen with her first. So it's Essen and Katie Daly. McLeod checks out. Tumweeny comes back in. Katie McAfee and Grace Simpson. That's your 5 for the Freeze. And a short on the first one. Van Maltzen. She's got a second. And Maltzen, a Dalhousie player. She finishes that second one. Defensive Player of the Year at Dow. Not hard to see why after a couple minutes of watching her. The Edge were scrambling defensively, didn't know who they had, and they took full advantage, did the Freeze, to bring their lead back down to 2. Tumweeny laid it in off the feed from McAfee, and a turnover for the Edge. And the Freeze have a chance to tie or take the lead. That's an attack in the closeout. Well defended there by the Edge. Back out, and McAfee wide left on the 3 on the closeout from Van Maltzen. Slaughter right now attacking. Over to Yepes. High post. Look at that move there from Cajarine. Her 3 hasn't been, she's made 1, but she's making a living on the attack off the bounce so far today is Carissa Cajarine. McAfee's going to attack baseline. Has to bring it back out. Tumweeny, nice 1-2 pass back to McAfee, but she was long on that baseline jumper. Good play, good decision from Tumweeny. Created a wide open shot. Van Maltzen at the high post. She's going to look to attack Essen. Pulls up, tries to step around Essen. Physical with her defensively, but Van Maltzen finishes through contact, and she's been terrific so far today, has Anna Van Maltzen. Inside to Simpson from Essen. Simpson's going to look to the corner. McAfee. Daly over to Tumweeny. She goes inside to Simpson. Simpson up and in with the left hand. And Simpson's, she's tough if she gets a one-on-one matchup down there in the post. She proved it yesterday with a couple of those moves. And bringing that bag of tricks to today's matchup as well. 32-28 now, 4-point lead for the Edge. And up for a 3 is Chelsea. Slaughter right. 3 names, 3 points for Chelsea. Pushes that lead up back now to 7 out of nowhere. 35-28. That quick strike offense of the Edge. Essen now, she's going to attack on the right hand. Makes some space and finishes a difficult one. She takes and makes tough shots, does Nicole Essen. That wasn't easy. Van Maltzen wheeling inside around Tumweeny, up and in for another one. And Anna Van Maltzen, if she's bringing a level of scoring to the table like this, as Essen back rims a 3 but chases it down. Slaughter right missed the box out there. Van Maltzen tried to help her out. Couldn't chase it down. That's her second. Back on the floor is Keown. Got a terrific first quarter. She's in for Foreign. And timeout Fredericton. So fans, a couple times yesterday I mentioned this, and I'm going to do it again a couple times today. This isn't, if you think this is out of nowhere, it isn't. I think it's a responsibility of anybody doing a broadcast, a basketball broadcast right now, especially a women's basketball broadcast, to bring up the name of Brittany Griner. Free Brittany Griner is trending everywhere on social media, has been for a while. She's in jail in Russia, and she shouldn't be, and I think she's one of the best basketball players in the world. And I think if you haven't familiarized yourself with that situation, please do so, and please raise awareness of it and share it. And bring Brittany Griner home. And didn't mention it yesterday, and I need to now. This is a necessary item for Fredericton, for a Fredericton broadcast with these Fredericton fans in the stands and listening at home. A shout out to Bill Hunt, who's retiring from the Daily Gleaner up in Fredericton, and who's been a super supportive writer of basketball up in Fredericton for a very long time. I've read his stuff. He's terrific. I know my buddy Fred Connors, the Stu women's coach, shouted him out earlier in the week, how supportive he's been of their program, women's basketball in general. So I think it's only fitting that we recognize Bill Hunt. Good job, Bill. Enjoy retirement. Enjoyed reading your stuff. You're terrific, and thanks for your support of basketball in this province, and particularly women's basketball. Freeze run a play out of that timeout, and the Edge have it covered. Looks like they're, oh boy, McAfee bails him out with a difficult teardrop runner in the lane. I was going to say it looked like they were in maybe a zone out of that look, but I don't think so. I think they were just scrambling a little bit and took advantage in the end, did McAfee. Yepes. Ball finds a way back to Slaughter right in the corner. She's going to try to attack. Cut off by Essen. Another good defensive possession by the Freeze. Yepes has to throw it up at the buzzer. And really good defense up top there from Katie Daly. She couldn't get one online at all. Some of these defensive possessions with 8 seconds left now in the half, McAfee's going to have to push, create a late shot. It's going to be a long three by Simpson, comes up short. We're going to go to the halftime break with these Windsor Edge up by 5. Yesterday they couldn't maintain a 7-point halftime lead. These Windsor Edge fans are going to hope they're going to maintain this 5-point lead as we go into the break here. Game 1 of day 2 of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association's Showcase Weekend here in Moncton. So thanks for joining us, fans. I'm Hoops Tingley on Instagram and Twitter. Come find me there if you want and say hi, and we'll see you back here in 1447. Welcome back, fans, for the second half of our first game of the day on Moncton's weekend here of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association, the showcase in Moncton here at Harrison Trimble High School Gymnasium, home of the Trojans in Moncton, New Brunswick. I'm Dave Tingley. Find me at Hoops Tingley on Twitter and Instagram if you want to say hi. So the first half was an entertaining one, back and forth, as all these games have been so far this weekend. The pace of play was astonishing. The half went very, very quickly, very few whistles, and very physical, and a lot of players looking around for calls, kind of with questioning look on their faces. I felt I got hit, but the referees, as they've done all weekend, have let these players play and let the players decide the outcomes of the games. It's been we had Fredericton get down early, really quick against the Thunder yesterday, down double digits early in the first quarter, and then you thought maybe the Thunder, the undefeated team, would run away with things, and Fredericton just kept keeping it close and keeping it close and keeping it close, and finally got it to within 7 late in the fourth quarter, but just couldn't get over that hump. But tremendously well-played game and entertaining. And then their second game was one that a lot of us will remember forever here in this gymnasium. The first win of the Moncton Mystics franchise, coming down from 21-2 down to defeat this Windsor team yesterday. And then yesterday the Hornets defeated Port City Fog by 20 in the third game, but that was a game into the fourth quarter that Halifax just pulled away at the end over a pesky Port City Fog team that we'll see coming up in game 2 today against the Halifax Thunder. So, getting back to our present game there, fans. Fredericton possession, checking out out of bounds. Essen runs a nice little cross screen there from McLeod. Gets Essen moving left. That's the way she likes to move. She's comfortable going that way, and she finished. Another difficult pull-up. Essen, she's your characteristic tough shot taker, tough shot maker for this Fredericton Freeze team. And now she's defending Carissa Kajarine, who was great in the first half. Off the bounce, follows her own miss. Up and in, Kajarine pushes the lead back to 7. She's been great, but it's been Anna Van Maltsen that's been special so far today for the Freeze. Scoring the ball at will in the paint and doing her typical amazing work on the defensive end and on the boards. Good ball movement here from the Freeze. Edge everywhere defensively. Inside, McAfee spinning and missing a right-hander. And back comes Carla Yepes. Yepes looking down low for McNeil. McNeil wasn't looking back, and that's a turnover. Tamwine. Hands off to McAfee. McLeod. Bailey Black looking for Tamwine, cutting through the lane. Can't connect. Back to the edge. It's a little sloppy here out of the break for both teams. Couple turnovers. Bailey, Black almost forces a turnover there. Difficult inbounds. Back to Yepes, though. Yepes tries to go around the back around McLeod. Almost a steal there from Tamwine, but Van Maltsen collects. Miller now off the bounce into Van Maltsen at the high post. That's been so effective today so far for the edge. Back now to Miller. Almost a bank three. Didn't go. McAfee back the other way. She's going to push the pace by herself and finish with the right hand. Around McNeil. I think McNeil had Essen on the left. I think little head fake there from McAfee as she made her way to the hoop. Open up enough space. Van Maltsen now off the bounce. Nothing there. Back out to Miller. Pardon me. To Kajarine. Kajarine works her way in. Spins into traffic. Boy, that looked like it was pretty good defense there by Fredericton. See who the call's on. It's on Black, sounds like, with our new public address announcer, temporary. The best of the biz, Andy Sharp. He joined us for as long as he could today. He's got some family stuff going on, some kids in sports. He had to leave. We've got an excellent replacement coming for the last 2 games, Adam Gould, the heavyweight voice. He's going to join us and be our in-house announcer. We've got the second half of this game, we're missing a public address announcer, so we've got the owner of the Mystics over there announcing fouls. Essen with another difficult finish over McNeil. So Shannon Parley, the voice of the, oh, what a dime drop there from Yepes to McNeil. Lead right back to 4. Beautiful pass. On the push there was Katie Daly. Swung all the way around to Essen in the corner. She's going to pop a 3. Doesn't go. Tamwine trying to collect the rebound and knock it off Van Maltzen, but no can do. Good box out from Van Maltzen. We're going back the other way. Again, a difficult inbounds. Almost back over there on the inbounds from the edge. Freeze extending that defense a little bit, making it difficult. McNeil on the attack with the left hand. Tough finish, and it goes. Man, these girls are making some difficult shots against tough defense early on in the second half. Tough runner there from McNeil. Lefty. Top high post to McLeod. Fake handoff there. Finds Essen. Essen into the lane, and she's going to go back to the line. A reach in there. She's got that herky-jerky kind of unorthodox movements to her a little bit there, Essen. Looks like she's been forced into difficult shots. And I've said it before, she gets bailed out, but it's at some point it becomes a pattern and you realize it's not a bailout. It's just she's difficult to guard. She's a handful when she puts that ball on the floor. She was terrific yesterday. Made some shots from long range and attacked the closeouts well and got to the rim, and more of the same today out of Nicole Essen. Another UMB product. Bangs in the first, gets that lead back down to 5. Simpson back on the floor for the Freeze. Slaughter Wright back on the floor. Keown as well for the edge. Keown had a very strong first half on the boards in particular, creating more possessions for the edge. Van Maltzen, nice feed inside to Kajarine. Van Maltzen running things real well from that high post on the catch. She's gotten some offense for herself attacking the glass. She's also a good passer, a good rebounder. Slaughter Wright sneaks inside. Nice out of bounds play there by the edge. Slaughter Wright was able to finish. Fredericton moving the ball swiftly again. Inside to Simpson. Slaughter Wright with that double down. Great defense from Slaughter Wright. Read it perfectly. Got there with the ball in the air. She got there almost before the ball did to Simpson and tied her up. Slaughter Wright, so tough. Perfect backup guard. She's such a perfect backup guard, they left her on the bench to start the game even with Tiffany Reynolds missing today because she's so perfect, ideal for that role. Van Maltzen inside, can't finish. Gets the rebound back. And it forces a tie-up and back to the Freeze. Windsor fans thought maybe there was a little too much physicality on that rebound from the Freeze. Thought the Windsor was going to keep that ball, but no can do. Robbie Daly on the attack with the right hand, and she finishes. Good attack from Robbie Daly on the wing. She was real good off the bench yesterday, was Robbie Daly. Been quiet so far today, but that was a nice move. On the attack is Kajarine. Van Maltzen now puts the ball on the deck and gets to the rim and finishes for 2. It's a Van Maltzen type day today for the edge. She's been terrific. McLeod out top now. She's going to put the ball on the floor. Dribble handoff to Katie Daly. Another handoff. The edge, though, packing things in, making it difficult. McLeod pops a 3. Doesn't go. Crashing the boards of the Freeze, but guess who comes out with it? Anna Van Maltzen. Keown for Kajarine. She swings it over to Yepes. Yepes looking for a screen from Van Maltzen and a roll, and she gets it in an and one. Anna Van Maltzen. Those big mitts collected that pass from Yepes and finished. And she's going to the line for the conventional three-point play. And it is too much Van Maltzen right now. If you're a Freeze fan, she is everywhere. Back in is Mackenzie Legier for the Freeze. She gets the ball in to Megan Arsenault. And Katie Daly on the wing. Robbie Daly on the other side. And Simpson, Grace Simpson, those are the 5 for the Freeze. And a nice sweeping right-handed finish from Katie Daly. Another difficult make. Then Maltson, oh, that pass picked off almost by Arsenault. Kajarine plays goalie there till the ball goes out of bounds. Good play from her, almost a steal there from Arsenault. So it's Kajarine, it's Slaughter Wright, it's Van Maltson, it's Keown, and it's Sydney Foran, the 5 for the Edge. Foran made a couple threes. She's going to get another one up here. Oh, boy, that looked good. Back rimmed it, though. Rebound from Slaughter Wright, out to Kajarine. Van Maltson there in her office. Hand off to Kajarine, back to Van Maltson. She's going to finish for 2 more. Deadly combo. Kajarine and Van Maltson today. And the Edge go up now by 9. With 3:55 clock running third quarter. Nice move inside by Simpson. Finishes off the glass. And her solid weekend continues. Brings the lead back down to 7. Slaughter Wright now. Van Maltson against this zone look from the Freeze. Kajarine. She's dangerous in a zone. She can shoot you out of it pretty quick. You got to identify her every second in a zone. The communication is so critical. Can't give her any daylight. Inside again is Simpson. Nice finish. Off the feed there from Robbie Daly. Nice feed inside. Good wing feed from her. Slaughter Wright now. Looking at the 3. No. Van Maltson. She puts it on the deck. Back to Slaughter Wright. And that zone of the Freeze is getting carved up from the good ball movement of the Edge. We'll see how long Coach John Hickey stays with it. Oh, Simpson stepped out of, pardon me. Mackenzie Legier stepped out of bounds. She had Simpson rolling. Bad luck there, just put that foot on the end line. Back to the Edge, and hockey substitution here for the Freeze. We got Tumwine back in the game. Got Tumwine, we've got Robbie Daly. We've got McAfee back in the game. Legier stays, and it's Bowers now also in the game for. And 2 points there from. I was blocked out a little bit. Was it Guerin that made that finish on the floor now for. Sorry, fans. Every now and then I get blocked out by the crowd in front of me here. Sometimes it's a referee, sometimes it's a player on the floor, sometimes it's traffic moving in front of me here in my location. So I missed that one. And I missed Shannon Parley on the bench over there doing the announcing. I think it was Guerin. I hope it was Guerin. New to the floor for the Edge. So it's Keown and Foran and Guerin, Kajarine, Slaughter Wright. Tumwine at the line, 2 for 2, gets that lead back down to 10. Just like they did yesterday, the Freeze are hanging around. Not letting this get out of hand completely. McAfee, great defense on Foran. Foran has to hand off to Kajarine. Kajarine off the bounce on McAfee. Foran attacks the closeout of Tumwine nicely. Weaves inside, just can't finish. And the rebound pushed. Bowers to Daly, nice look to Tumwine. Tumwine is going to attack off the bounce and finish with a nice running right-hander. Nice work from Tumwine. She's had a really, really solid weekend as Ava Tumwine, and it continues. Robbie Daly did a nice job driving Kajarine wide, not able to finish the right-hander. On the attacker, the Freeze, out to Daly in the corner. She back rims a 3. Rebounded by Bowers, and now on the attack is McAfee. She gets it back to Daly. Slaughter Wright, though, reaches in and knocks it away. The 3's got to go up, and it's down. And a steal also by Bowers, and the teammate doesn't know it yet, but now they do. Here they come. And that looked like a hit, and it was, and she's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Boy, what work that was, getting the 3 down and then stealing the inbounds. Up and in good was the first. And the second. 2 for 2 at the line. Oh, and another steal back the other way. What a... Oh, and misses the left-handed layup, but reaching in is foreign. And she'll go back to the line for 2 more. What a sequence this is for the Freeze. And back to the line is Daly. She's been everywhere these last couple of minutes. Fans, the continue. Sorry, fans. I had to check up on this because these Freeze numbers get me every time. It's not Bowers, of course not. It is. Pardon me. It's not Katie Daly. It's Leah Bowers that's done this amazing stretch of working since she's come in for the Freeze. Wide left there on the 3. Back to the edge. So 2-point lead, 60-58. 46 seconds left, third quarter. Unbelievable run by the Freeze here. It's got them back within 2 as we approach the fourth quarter. Nice press break, and Van Maltzen, pass at the feet of Miller. She's able to collect, though. Back to Slaughter right, into the corner. Forehand's going to attack. She looks to Miller. Good hands from the Freeze. Getting deflections on that ball. Van Maltzen tries to squeeze through. Excellent Freeze defense. They stay stout. No foul. Well done there by Jill Durling inside on the attack. And bringing it now to a tie game is Katie McAfee. Here come the Freeze. And the Edge now, again, not protecting a double-digit lead. Find themselves in a game. It's a tie score. Van Maltzen in the corner tied up, and look at that pass to Keown. And she finishes at the third quarter buzzer. Giving the Edge the lead again, 62-60 as we go to the fourth quarter. An amazing run to close out the third by the Fredericton Freeze to make this a game again. They're like a vampire, these Freeze. You got to put a stake in the heart. Yesterday, they gave the Thunder all they can handle, getting down big. Thunder had a couple possessions in the fourth quarter, late in the third, to give themselves a 20-point spread over the Freeze, and weren't able to do it. And the Freeze came all the way back, made it a 7-point game with a couple minutes left, had the ball, chance to get closer, just weren't able to finish the deal. And today, they're not giving up on this one either. Edge had a big lead. Double-digit lead, pardon me, and the Freeze have closed it right down. They actually tied it up before a nice finish there by Megan Keown to finish that quarter. So fans, as we go to this fourth, we talked about this being huge for the Freeze. On the New Brunswick side of the ledger, the Freeze are in first place at 3-4, with the Port City Fog at 2-7 and the Moncton Mystics at 1-6. Moncton holds a couple of games in hand here over the Port City Fog. Fredericton and Moncton have both played the same amount of games, but the Port City Fog have played a couple more. They don't play next week. Their regular season is done after this weekend, I believe. Yeah, it is. So Port City's going to have to get a win today and hope to avoid the third place slot in championship weekend, where you'll be forced to win 3 games to win everything. Yes. So now I've gotten myself straight. That run almost single-handedly was done by Leah Bowers in that third. She was the one she made the three. She got a couple steals, and she remains on the floor for the freeze. That number, just 6 looks like an 8, man. I can't help it. Up close even, you can barely tell. So I love your freeze. Your uniforms give me headaches, though. McAfee wheeling and dealing, and can't finish at the shot clock buzzer. The edge now, looking to push that lead back out. Finish inside nicely by Miller through contact. Difficult finish through the belly-up defense there of Tamwine. And Robbie Daly not able to get anywhere in baseline. It swung all the way back around to McAfee, back to McLeod. McLeod's going to spin and look to set something up. She finds McAfee for an open three, and it's bottom. 64-60. Oh, it's a 2, pardon me. Long 2 from McAfee. No, it is a 3. They put it up 2 to begin with, but it is a 3. I thought that was a long shot, and it was. Yepes now working against McLeod. Switch Tamwine. Takes Yepes. Long 3. Right back. Comes, guess who? Carissa Kajarine. That's her office. That left hand 45-degree angle shot. I don't think I've seen her miss from that spot this weekend. McAfee attacks baseline. Van Maltzen makes her take a difficult shot. It's rebounded by Kajarine. Out to Miller. Yepes now is going to be the one to bring it up against Bowers. Brought the freeze back almost single-handedly to the end of that third quarter. You could tell the effort has made her tired. She's going to have to come out. And her replaced by her lookalike with a similar number. My old eyes can't differentiate sometimes between Katie Daly and Leah Bowers. My apologies to both of you. You're both good, and you're both got similar looking uniform numbers. I can't help it. Freeze on the attack. McLeod denied there from Carissa Kajarine. So that's going to be my error for the day, fans, is screwing up Leah Bowers and Katie Daly. I promise. That's it. It's the only one I'm going to make. 67-63 as we reset. 7:56 remaining fourth quarter. Freeze led by Leah Bowers late in that third quarter with a 3 and a couple steals. Got the freeze back, actually, to tie the score at 60-60 late in that fourth quarter. The edge now of push that lead back out to 4. McLeod running after that rebound. Good box out from Yepes. Drove her right into the fans, right into the stands. Got an up close and personal look at Emily McLeod. Coach John Hickey making a joke of it. But that physical play has been a highlight of the weekend. It's been all 6 games. The refs letting them play, letting the players decide. McNeil stepped out of bounds there on the sideline, back to the freeze, trying to narrow this lead back from 4. Arsenault back on the floor for Fredericton. Over to Essen. McLeod and Tamwine at the high post in the horn set. Physical defense from behind there from Kajarine on McLeod. Little push in the back. Only her first, Windsor fans. No foul trouble for Kajarine. Tamwine up to Arsenault. Looking to set a screen for Essen. They get it. They had Tamwine down there in the post, but guess who? Van Maltzen with a deflection and a steal. Freeze had a layup, but Van Maltzen wouldn't let him get it, and McLeod wouldn't let Kajarine get all the way to the hole either. Shows her defensive chops and blocks that one out of bounds. Windsor's gotten that look. Oh, Arsenault saw it coming this time and cut it off. They've gotten some layups off that look. Bailey Black's going to attack, and Kajarine is going to use a second foul to put her at the line. Windsor's done some great work out of that line, out of bounds play on the baseline. They've got a couple of backdoor easy layups. Arsenault, though, split the defense, saw it coming. Great play, got there to break it up this time. And they had a breakout, and Bailey Black's at the line for 2 free throws. Down it goes. Andy Sharp, our in-house announcer, said Bailey Black almost looks better than her glory days back at UMB in her time in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association this summer, and I can't disagree with him. She's been terrific for the Freeze these last couple months, and she's been great this weekend too. She was a candidate for player of the game yesterday. She kind of is today again as well. Van Maltzen, she's going to make a difficult runner. It is her day. Anna Van Maltzen, one-person wrecking crew today for the edge. Arsenault trying to slide that pass to Simpson, who's back on the floor. Grace Simpson for the Freeze, but broken up. Knocked out of bounds. Fredericton will have to key it in. Arsenault, cut, wasn't there. Simpson on the attack, right-handed. Gets blocked out of bounds by Yepes. Good hands from Yepes. Fredericton fans thought that should be a foul, but looked like good defense from here. The refs agree. Tamwine, she's going to spin inside, using that body of hers so well. And the Windsor bench fans not in agreement with that foul call. They felt that was all ball, but looked like a good call from here as well. Coach Lonnie States not in agreement. But the unblemished record of referees not switching their calls continues into its 100 and whateverth year in the sport of basketball as Tamwine makes the first and narrows this lead back to 3. And second one is missed from Tamwine. I'm trying to catch the conversation going on over there between Coach John Hickey and Lonnie States. I don't know what it's about, but it was John was smiling. Kajarine on the attack, can't finish through Essence physical defense. It's going to stay with the edge. Essen did a pretty good job there, staying straight up on the attack from Kajarine. Kajarine is going to catch that three, go back to the three-point line, attack it on the left, turn it over. Bailey Black on the attack for Fredericton. She brings it back out, almost knocked away. McLeod comes and bails her out. McLeod all the way over to McAfee. She's going to pop a three off back rim. McLeod follows it, and she's going to attack with the right hand. Can't finish. Van Maltzen almost got the rebound. It bounced to Yepes. Yepes now going to bring the ball off the floor. She's quite the point forward, is Yepes. And look at Kajarine going to work. That's an effective offense when you can keep players off, keep opposing defenses off balance like that. Have a player the size and the skill of Yepes bringing the ball up the floor, and have your quote-unquote point guard playing the high post, catching and spinning and getting into the lane. Not conventional, but what's conventional about basketball these days? In the age of point forwards and big guards and everything, and this edge team plays unconventionally that way. It makes them difficult to guard. Why they're in every single game. 70-66, they're up 4 here. 5:26 clock running fourth quarter. McLeod back to Bailey Black. She's going to pop a three, left rim. Kept alive, though, down there by Simpson. Knocked it to McLeod. McLeod up to McAfee. She's going to attack and pull up for a short jumper, missed. Rebounded in there by Emily McNeil. Up to Van Maltzen. She's going to attack McLeod, try to finish through contact, and she does. What a nifty finish again from Van Maltzen. McLeod looked at the sky, frustrated, played really good defense, and Van Maltzen just finished through the contact. And she has, I don't care what happens the last 5 minutes, she has clinched my player of the game for the Windsor Edge. And anytime someone has a standout game like this and makes it easy for me, I'm going to be a fan of, because now I'm not stressed about the player of the game for one of these teams. I'm still stressed about the Fredericton Freeze POG, don't get me wrong, but I'll deal with it. And the POG packs, I mentioned in the first half, are nothing to sneeze at. If you're a player of one of these teams, if you're going home with a POG pack, you're pretty happy. You got a bottle of wine from McNinnikill Winery. You got a Royale coffee thermos, a water bottle from Skills Canada NB, 1 month supply of Karen Phytoplankton, a great sponsor of the Moncton Mystics, and a Lush bath bomb. So, hello. That's one way to recover from your weekend. Get in the bath, use your Lush bath bomb that you got from the Moncton Mystics. Pretty good deal. So coming up, fans, later, we got 2 more games today. I don't know if my heart's going to handle it. These games have all been very well played and very exciting and very physical and very competitive. So coming up at 1 p.m., it's Port City and a big game for them against the Halifax Thunder, who have, I think, clinched first place, if I'm not mistaken. But if they haven't, they're awfully close. And in the third game of the day, the Mystics coming off a big 19-point comeback win for their first win in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association yesterday. Looking to go to 2 in a row against the Halifax Hornets. So Fredericton on the attack here. 4:52 clock running fourth quarter. Tumwine, she's going to go baseline against Van Maltzen. Van Maltzen with the block on Tumwine. She is just a wrecking ball today. Van Maltzen. Oh, nice fake from Yepes. She's going to go to the line. Gets hit by Simpson. Yepes isn't big on the stat sheet, I don't think, today, but she's been a really key factor here. Of course, her defense has been terrific, but she's really been the facilitator. It's not been, the ball hasn't been in the hands of Kajarine coming up the floor. It's been Yepes that's been making the decisions at the top of the key, initiating the offense for the Edge, and she's very capable of it, the UPEI product. Missed the first and missed the second, too. Not like her, but run down in the corner by Yepes. Tried to get it back to a teammate, but Simpson on the break, interrupted by Kajarine. Kajarine, long pass up to McNeil. Kajarine's going to pop a long 3. Back rim. Rebounded by Black. Almost taken back by the Edge, and now it is. Yepes rips it away. But Yepes gets called for a travel. Rolling on the floor. But good hustle from her. None of these ladies scared to get on the floor to keep a play alive and win a possession. And the Edge over there going to call a timeout. Coach Lonnie states 6-point lead for the Edge as we go to timeout. So fans, we want to thank again our main sponsors, Medavie and Royale. Without their sponsorship, this wouldn't be possible. So we see the teams for the next game rolling in. Catherine Quackenbush, yesterday's player of the game for the Thunder. She's going to look to have a big game again today. Keep her team undefeated. But the Freeze in this game, 4:11 left. Got a lot of work to do. Big game for them. A win would go a long way to making it very difficult for the Fog and the Mystics to catch them atop the standings. A loss keeps everybody in it. Even the Mystics with just their 1 win. They've got today, they've got 2 more. They got 3 games left. So they got some space to catch up. Port City Fog today, the season ends for the regular season ends for them. So next week, fans, we'll run through the schedule next week. Thursday, there's 2 games. Moncton is going to host Fredericton in this gym next Thursday, what will be a big game no matter what the outcome of today is for Moncton, because they'll be in a position still to catch the Port City Fog for second place. And I'll be at 7:30 from here in the Harrison Trimble High Gymnasium, and also the Halifax Thunder and Windsor Edge will be playing in Windsor at 7 p.m. So a little staggered start there. You can switch back and forth. Listen to my call, listen to the Windsor call, enjoy both. Nice move inside by McAfee. Dances inside. Sweet little move from her. Makes the game a 4-point game now. Yepes, she's going to push. Back to Yepes from McNeil. She's looking for a screen from Van Maltzen. Another fake to the corner, and Yepes with a difficult finish on the runner. The number of difficult runners these girls have made in the second half. There's another one. Bailey Black, right back at you. She was out of the picture of the camera by the time she finished that. Was still able to finish. Terrific stuff from Bailey Black. My goodness. She's going to now look to bring this lead down to 3. She is. It's going to be who's going to get more stops here, I think, is going to be the winner in this matchup as we come down to 3:23, clock running fourth quarter. Chelsea Slaughter-Wright trying to get away the defense of Katie McAfee. Up in her grill. Back to Yepes, initiating the offense as she's done so well all game. Uses the screen from Kajarina. She's going to pop a 3. Back rims it. Slaughter-Wright crashes, not able to collect. Tumwine on the rebound. Up to McAfee. McAfee now on the attack. In the corner to Essen. Essen's going to pop a 3. That would have been huge. Didn't go in. Rimmed out. Rebound by Yepes. And she gets hit. Only the 3rd foul on the Freeze. Not going to go to the line. The next foul for the Edge puts the Freeze on the line. Good crash there from Yepes. Slaughter-Wright now. She's going to catch it. Back to Kajarine. Yepes says, use me. I'll run interference. She does it well. Kajarine off the bounce. Is she going to finish that left-handed? No, but she got her own rebound. Back to McNeil. McNeil's going to go inside. She can't finish. Kajarine over the top. And she's going to go to the line for 2. Kajarine hitting the offensive glass today. I don't have the stats in front of me. Wouldn't be surprised if she had a double-double. And Black fouls out. That's a huge loss for the Freeze here with 2:37 left on the clock. So they're going to have to play the remainder of this game without Bailey Black or the Fredericton Freeze, and she's been awfully good today for them. So we'll see who steps into her shoes here to finish the game. Looks like it's going to be Leah Bowers. And she almost single-handedly brought the Freeze back from 10 down to a tie score late in the 3rd quarter with her defensive and offensive efforts, despite the fact that I was calling her Bailey Black the whole time. Kajarine missed the first, makes the second. 4-point lead for the Edge. 2:33 clock running fourth quarter. McAfee to Bowers, all the way back around to McAfee. Tumwine at the high post. Fakes the handoff, gets knocked away. Now does hand it off to McAfee. McAfee on the attack. It's going to have to be McLeod against the shot clock. 5 left. Rims off, but crashing the boards is guess who? Leah Bowers creating a new possession for the Freeze. 2:14 now remaining. Tumwine comes and meets it, hands it off to Bowers. Bowers going to pop a 3. Back rims. Essen collects the rebound on the weak side. McLeod inside to Tumwine. Tumwine back to McLeod. McLeod's going to pop another 3. Not able to go. Van Maltsen clears. Look at that pass. Oh, didn't quite connect. I thought for sure that was going to be collected by Kajarine, but she does. It gets into Chelsea Slaughter-Wright to push the lead up to 6 now. Every possession now precious for the Freeze. McLeod comes and meets. Fakes hands off to McAfee. Does hand off to Essen. Essen gets smacked, and she's going to go to the line now for 2 free throws for Fredericton. The clock stopped. And Tiffany Reynolds over there on the bench for the Edge not playing today. Wasn't pleased with that call. First one good for Essen. Misses the second, but the boards, they are able to collect, are the Freeze, and the bank shot is good from McAfee. And the lead down to 3 as the refs blow it dead. Make sure there's no dangerous, slippery spot on the floor for the next possession. The Edge now find themselves only up 3. The Freeze extending this defense again. Kajarine right back to Yepes. Yepes, nice work from her. Back to Kajarine. And she found two. The pass is too high for McNeil. The Freeze hurrying the edge up just a little bit. Force a big turnover. Now the Freeze have a chance to tie the game with a three. McAfee will initiate the offense. McLeod now. Bowers in the screen and roll with McLeod. McLeod's going to attack. Finds Essen. She kicks for the three to McAfee for the tie. And it's good. It is good. And we got a tie score here in Moncton. Game 1 of 3. And each time, when I think these games can't get much better, they surprise me. And here come the Freeze. McAfee with a huge three. Ties this score. And the Edge now. What is it about this Edge team? They find themselves in every great game this summer in the first season of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. I said it yesterday. They've been involved in the 5 best games so far that I've seen this season. Lonnie Stage joked, well, yeah, we've been on the losing end of 3 of them, and he's right. But now they've been in the 6 best games of the season. So give me a sec, fans. I'm going to take care of the house cleaning for the Player of the Game honors. I'll be right back to you. All right, fans, I'm back. And Moncton Mystics owner Shannon Parley is doing multiple jobs today. She came over to collect the Player of the Game info from me. I went with Ava Tumwine from Fredericton, but it could have been a bunch of people, including Katie McAfee, making some big shots here late. Could have been Leah Bowers, even though she's played limited minutes. Could have been her. Could have been Bailey Black. And I'm probably wrong. I always think I'm wrong because I want everybody to win a Player of the Game. Look at that play run by the Edge out of the timeout. Get a wide open three in the corner from forehand. Almost exactly what you want. Forehand's a really good three-point shooter. Made a couple today already, but one off the side of the backboard. Blown dead by the refs there. I'm not sure. I think it was an injury concern for Fredericton. 56 seconds left now. The Edge are going to have to lean on their defense. Slaughter right now on McAfee. McLeod on the handoff to McAfee. Fredericton running their stuff, this motion stuff, sharing the ball, moving the ball quickly. Involving McLeod. 10 seconds left now on the clock. Bowers spins baseline. Wide open three for Essen from the corner. Can she make it? She can. In and out. Van Maltzen on the attack. On the rebound, pardon me. McLeod challenged her for it. Knocked it out of bounds. Back to the Edge. 33 seconds left. We got a barn burner in game 1 today, fans. Chelsea Slaughter right. Looking to double now are the Freeze. Trying to step through, and she does. Look at that pass up to Kajarine. Great stuff from Slaughter right under duress from a great double team there from the Freeze. Then Maltzen setting the screen and rolling, and as she has all game on the catch and almost finish off a great feed from Yepes, running things at the top of the key so effectively all day. Van Maltzen, good foul there from McLeod to put Van Maltzen on the line, make her finish. 11 seconds left on the clock, 2 free throws. And Maltzen's good with the first one under pressure. The second one is short, but the Windsor Edge have the lead. The Freeze, though, timeout, can win the game with a 2. Great stuff here in game 1 of day 2 of the Maritime Women's Basketball League showcase here in Moncton, New Brunswick. Dave Tingley on the call for you, fans, from the Harrison High School Gymnasium, Harrison Triple High Gymnasium. If you're just joining us, you missed a great one. Fredericton Freeze, I said it before, they're like a vampire. You got to put a stake through their heart to finish them off. Just like all the teams in this league, they're playing for 40 minutes and playing hard. And the Windsor Edge for the second straight day have had a double-digit lead. taken away from them. And for the second straight day, it's come back. It's come down to the last possession of the game. The Edge did not come out on top yesterday. They've taken a 1-point lead off a free throw from player of the game, Anna Van Maltzen, to put them up 1 here late. And now the Freeze, they're going to run something involving McLeod, I would imagine. Put the ball in her hands. She's such a good decision maker. That's the smart thing to do, and I know the Edge, if you're the Edge, you've got to anticipate that. So what's the counter going to be if they take away whatever the first option is for McLeod? We'll see who the screen, and it's Bowers away from the ball. Setting a screen up for McAfee. McAfee now. There it is to McLeod. She's going to make the decision. Into Tumwine. Tumwine not able to finish down low. Good physical defense there without fouling by the Edge. And the Edge looked like they're going to come away with a big win here in the Moncton Gymnasium. And Coach John Hickey over there going, I don't know if that was physical defense without fouling, Mr. Referee, but Referee Danny Patterson says no. And Tumwine, that play, run, design was excellent. You get the ball in McLeod's hands and let her make a decision. And the decision was to get Tumwine off the cross screen, and exactly what you wanted. Player of the game, Ava Tumwine, with the ball in her hands, but she wasn't able to finish. This lead now 2, and now 3. And it's going to be a miracle play here for the Freeze to tie this game back up. But they've got a chance. 2 seconds left on the clock. You can catch and make a move, even a dribble, and get it up before the buzzer. And the Edge, the big decision here is, do you foul? And if I'm the Edge, I foul. If you're the Freeze, you're probably going to anticipate that and try off the catch to get right into a shooting motion. So if you're a Windsor Edge player, you got to be careful of that too. So try to force the Freeze to be catching the ball going away from the basket if you can, if you're a Windsor Edge player, and get your hands on them, put them on the line with 2 seconds left on the clock. If you're the Freeze, you're going to want to set something up so somebody's moving towards the basket on the catch. So they got positive momentum, but also so they can get right into their shooting motion. So it's going to be a careful kind of chess match here in 2 seconds to see what the Edge decision is, whether they're going to foul or whether they're going to make Fredericton make a difficult 3. That's the other option too. If you don't want to foul, it's going to be a difficult make if you're the Freeze. They got to take a 3 to tie. It's going to be a difficult shot, so you just rely on your solid defense and make them take a difficult one. We'll see how this works. McAfee's going to come through the elevator. It's not there. It's got to go to McLeod. They're able to get the shot from the corner, and we're not able to tie. Leah Bowers had the shot from the corner to tie. McLeod with a good dish as always. All you could hope for from the Freeze in that last second. Edge decided not to foul, and it worked out well for them. That was a far better shot than I would have gotten if I was the coach of the team. So well done by John Hickey and the Fredericton Freeze today, but came up short against the Windsor Edge. And the Windsor Edge, they deserved it, man. They played well yesterday, came up short, and they played well all game today. They deserved to win this weekend, did the Windsor Edge. So good on you. Well done, Windsor. And we'll see everybody down in see you guys down in the weekend showcase, the championship weekend in Halifax in 2 weeks. Same to Fredericton. Fredericton fans, we'll see you back here in the gym 7:30 Thursday night against the Mystics. So fans, I'm going to leave you here. We'll be back for you in about 20 minutes for Game 2. Port City Fog, Halifax Thunder. See you in 20.
And now, guys, the players of the game, on behalf of Derek Burns of New Brunswick, prizes donated by Skills New Brunswick, Royale, and the Winery, and the Moncton Mystics. We have for Fredericton, number 15, Eva Tumwine. Good job, Dave.